It's Friday evening and the guys have just gone to bed, so I thought I'd just come on and put this haul up. Excuse me, I'm hoping to get through this video. Excuse the look, I am not at my best, I must admit. I did think about not coming on camera and just showing, because I've got a couple of hauls. One is Poundland, and then tomorrow I will be showing my B&M. So it is Friday night, and so it is quite late-ish, I would say, and the guys have just gone to bed. As I said, I wanted to get this video up. I'm not sure if it's going to make it Friday night or not, but we shall see how this goes. And I do excuse any rustles. I may be partly on camera, and I may just show you some of the foods on the floor now, because the rustle, I'll see how it goes, because when you're talking you don't realise how bad the rustle can be, but we'll see. Now I will say this Poundland, there's a few items missing because unfortunately they've already been broken into. I have got 2 receipts here because it is 2 visits to 2 different Poundlands. That was because I went to 2 different Poundlands to find ibuprofen. Both stores had actually sold out where you buy the 3 boxes for £1. It seems as though I've spoken to both 2 assistants and 1 manager at one store, and they're just having problems in the demand and obtaining ibuprofen. Now they do a single pack, and I think I'll start with that now I'm on the subject. So I've got this, it is the 16 capsules, but this was £1, but normally I get the 3 boxes for £1, but I need to get ibuprofen. And my medication stash is a little bit on the low side of cough meds and everything, which I'm not sure I actually did last year, and I was said that I was going to share general medication, how I store it, and also our first aid boxes, because going off the subject, I do have first aid boxes. You'll laugh at this. We have 2 cars, our son has a car. I keep first aid boxes in all vehicles, even my son, and they have to be checked regularly to make sure things are not running out of date. You never know. We do have a full medication stash in our home, and we have another one in our caravan, which I think I might just do one video on all that. Hopefully before caravan season finishes. We have got one more sort of trip set up in our caravan. Then we should be finishing with our caravan season middle of November. We don't caravan in December, we haven't yet. So as I said, I've got a packet of ibuprofen. I think that's enough of a little chat, and I'll get on with the haul because I'm sure that's what you're interested in. You can see in the background the broom. I have failed to take my decorations down. So it is Friday, and by this evening I wanted to have everything packed away. I did ask my friend if she needed the decorations before they got them off, because I know she's having a family party tomorrow, being Saturday, and we have been invited. I'm going to see how I feel. We also have our granddaughter coming, so lots happening tomorrow on the weekend, so I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to laze about that much, but as I said, I am feeling very peaky, but I'm keep going, and I'll make sure I'm dosed up and have plenty of rest. But as I said, medication wise, I should have got some cough meds, and that was also short. So whether we'll be going out again over the weekend just to, you know, replenish my stash. Also that was missing was the soothers. The boxes were empty, and I like to keep a few packets of those in for bad throats. I did get Lemsip Max. Normally if I have cough medicine it's sugar free, and I do have to check with the chemist to make sure it's okay with everything else that I'm taking. But I've had this before and it's been okay. Lemsip Max daytime cold and flu relief. So it's that. So I have to be careful, because sometimes if there's a certain thing in on the packet I cannot take. So even if I don't take this, I know the guys have got it in anyway. Mainly weekends, because I always have to check the packaging for non-drowsy, because they both operate a equipment, machinery and everything like that, so I have to be careful with the guys. Very often I have long conversations and explain I need medication for the guys, but they're driving for their work and also operating machinery. So that's enough on medication. I have got it organised. Sorry, I got a sniff. I have got it all on the floor. So my hair looks a mess. I do apologise. Said I haven't even got any lipstick on, but I'm here and I thought, oh come on. I have got my cola here. It is diet, and it just, you know, especially when it's been in the fridge, it just soothes the throat. Right, yes, I'm being attacked by the broom. But I said that was something I want to get down. This is becoming a chat. I'm sorry about that because I know you're more interested in the haul. Right, I have got it categorised as I said. I'm sorry if I repeat myself. So let's do a few toiletry items. As I said, I have been to 2 different Poundlands in 2 days, and I thought I'd just clump it together. Now, this Poundland I didn't do any videoing in. They don't like me videoing in this particular store, so I didn't get that done. But I've noticed that a lot of the Christmas stuff is coming out, so that I got a couple of little bits. I'm being very careful. As I said, I've got to be careful what I bring into the home, and obviously gifts and everything. So the first couple of items is I managed to get the shaving gel. This first Poundland I only had the 2 and I took both of them. So my guys like shaving gel rather than they like this foam. Sorry about that, I just had a bit of a coughing spurt, so I thought I felt it coming on. I just had a drink, so I will continue. Right, shaving gel, I've showed you for the guys. Now this is something, I'm not sure if I showed, I've had the banana one. I managed to get the strawberry shampoo and conditioner, and again, this was the first Poundland I went into, and I thought maybe I should have got another set because I like the idea of making a little spa basket or something, or in a container with the red bath puff, do you call them, and maybe one of my reindeer flannels that I like making. That's on my channel from last year. So I think that will make a nice Christmas gift as well. So do watch this space because I'll be sort of filtering through some Christmas ideas. I know it's, I can say November now, but some little gifts ideas will be coming up because as I said, we do start our visiting quite early for the Christmas season, just on weather and illness. This is a repeat buy. This is the Derma V10, and it's 6 deep cleansing charcoal nose pore strips, and I find these really good. This is about second packet. I just do it once a week, and say some items, you know, they go out of store, and sometimes they don't have them back. Other times they have repeat items, so that's those. Right. This item, I'm not sure if this is a new item. I had 3 ones. They had coconut. My hubby doesn't like the taste of coconut, but he doesn't mind the smell of it. Does that make sense? This one isn't coconut. They had a couple, but this I thought was the best. It's called Cosmic Girl Body Mist, and it is Kindred Soul, and the packaging is really nice, and I love this scent. I've had my son with me who's laughing because a lot of the stuff I couldn't even smell, but I love the packaging. This one is actually for me, but I'm thinking about getting another one. I don't know if anybody else is saying you have to be careful when you've got a cold, especially if you can't smell things, that you don't overdo it. So anyway, this is this one, and I love the packaging. That's something I might actually enclose in Christmas stockings. But I'm going to give myself a few days and try this straight away and see whether I really do like it. I mean, I might like it and somebody else might not, but I just like this. My daughter-in-law will be coming tomorrow. I might see if she sort of likes it as well, and try and see, you know, if it's something she would like. I said, I know scents can be you have to be careful because other people might not like it, if you understand what I'm saying. A couple of little gifts in the toiletry range. Again, they may not be new. Is this 2 lip gloss instant sass in its cotton candy and cherry cutie flavours, and this is for a stocking filler. I just thought that was nice, and I say it's got, you could separate them if you want, but I might leave them in the packet, and I just think that is such a cute little item and would be nice for a stocking. And again, I just like the packaging on that. It's got blah blah blah, go away. This actually could be for any time of year. They probably have had it in the store for quite some time, but I've only just noticed it because it was in with the Christmas gifts. I say the second store, they are a little bit funny about filming, and I've stopped filming this particular Poundland. I've had no problems with every other Poundland I've been in, but this one I have actually been stopped twice to stop filming, so I don't film it in this particular branch anymore. So this is an item, I couldn't smell it, but I don't know if anybody else has tried these. It's bath bombs for guys. Now my hubby likes bath bombs, especially mine, my Lush ones. You know, I have to sometimes hide those because I don't actually purchase them myself, but I have them for gifts. So these are Avengers, so I thought these would be nice as a useful item in a stocking again. And this one is, I don't know if it's got a flavour or whether it's like strawberry or whatever. But anyway, we've got the Captain America one, and it does say Avengers on the packaging, and it's got that one. As I said, for guys who also you want something different and they like their toiletries or whatever, or something different, I think these are really good. And there we are, the Hulk's hand. So I'm not sure how good these are, but maybe it will save some of my, you know, more girly bath bombs for myself. Which they had a larger range, so I might be looking at that and hinting, because last year I sent the guys into Poundland. They went separately around, and I said, you know, could you spend £5 each for my stocking? I did get all mostly craft stuff, which I think I shed last year, because I say normally, I know it sounds strange, they say, what have we bought you, and they just give me the cash because they know, you know, when I'm out shopping I see bits and pieces. But you know, last year I did send them into Poundland and they bought different pieces, so I might ask them to do it again this year because then it's a bit of a surprise. But I did get an awful lot of stickers and crafting stuff, but I was actually pretty impressed, although they go around and see my videos sometimes in Poundland, so they know the sort of things I do like. But anyway, I think that's just a nice gift. And very often, I'm not sure this time, but I have seen like the Marvel flannels. And I know you can buy products, I'm not sure if they're in Poundland, but I've seen them in B&M, and you can make a Marvel type gift basket, you know, so it's just an idea. So that is all the toiletries. I feel this is going on a bit long with me having a general chat, but as I said, I'm not sure how frequently I'm going to get in and do the shots. Right, this, I think I'll do these 2 items because these were £2 each, as you know. Just checking, I'm sure this one of these items was £2. So I'm sure it's £2. I'm not focusing very well on the receipt. But they had an awful lot of Harry Potter stuff, and this took my eye. It's 800 stickers, and I'm sure this was £2. And there's the back. And I felt I got quite a lot of my friends' grandkids are into Harry Potter, but I also will share some of them, I think, with them. But I will also want to do a Harry Potter themed week in my planner. So, sorry. So there they are, and they've got some sayings on this, so I think I'm going to do a Harry Potter week in my plan. I might do it for next week actually, Let's say, I think for £2 this is really nice. It's normally I just spend like £1 on a strip, but if you think how many pages there is in here, there are so many pages, and I think for £2, I think it's well worth it. So exactly, I said they had a number of different products that I haven't actually seen. So that was £2. The other £2 item, I'm not sure if I'm keeping it up or I'm going to use it maybe tomorrow or Sunday, is, yes, I've got another Blu-ray DVD. This is Blu-ray 3D and just Blu-ray, and it's got the voice of Tim Curry in, and it's ribbit. I just thought our granddaughter would love this. So there it is. So I haven't seen this, and my guys like animation anyway. So when we have quiet time over the weekend with our granddaughter, I think this will be a nice item. It says she's 2 now, so I think she's too young to take and sit in the cinema. I know she's sitting and watch movies at home, but at least she's got that that space to move around. So I think it's a little bit too early to take her to the cinema. We have got a small one near our shopping centre, and especially half term they've done, you know, showings, and it is a lot cheaper. It's about half the price than going to one of the bigger cinemas. So I will see. So, but anyway, I think for £2, along with maybe some little cookies or sweets or something, and I think she'll be quite happy with that. Right, still talking about our granddaughter, I got 2 things. Now these may be for her Christmas Eve box or case, whichever I decide. I did pick up my Christmas colouring book, and I will get her some more crayons. So it's got the very large pictures. She loves colouring, so I think that is, you basically know what colouring looks like. So, and I just thought that's nice, and I might get her some more crayons or something to go along with that. I'm not sure how long she's going to be off nursery. Said her days for Christmas are not the same as schools. It's open most of the time, and it might be just mainly the bank holidays. I know Christmas Eve she was in nursery last year, although they took her out for half day because they came to us. Means it's her grandpa's birthday as well. My son comes and we have a good time on Christmas Eve, which we're hoping to do again this year. It all depends on how it falls. I know she's usually off Christmas Day, Boxing Day, but I'm not sure if they go back after Boxing Day or not. It all depends if both parents are working or not. So, yes. So here's the other one. I thought this was nice. They had started having the Elf on the Shelf stuff, but they hadn't got an elf. I'm not 100% sure if I picked one up last year. I can't remember doing it. But now she's 2, I want to do Elf on the Shelf, but I'm going to have to do it times 2. One for our home and one for her own home sort of thing. So we've got the Story of Elf Maids, and this is quite thick cardboard. As I said, for her age, I tend to go for the hard books at the moment. The pages inside are paper. What I liked about it is the fact that they are large colour pages, and the writing, look, it's not too bad. I can actually abbreviate it down and look at the nice pictures on there, the elf. So I really want to pick up the elf, and I want to do all the little antics with the elf now she's a little bit older. Look. Again, this might be an item I might have to get times 2, so I might have to get another one, so I can include one in her Christmas Eve box and one for our home. I do have a couple of little Christmas books for her, yeah, that I normally get, because I have a basket in the lounge of Christmas books and DVDs. So, I just love this book, and I know it might be a bit childish, but I might get myself one actually here so I can share it with her. as I say, I'm just got to show you these pictures because I think they're so lovely and bright. So that is the book. I don't know how much it would be normally. It is actually from America. Sometimes they have a price on the back, but I don't know. But whether this is something they have in Toiletry, I am not 100% sure, but it's got all the American dress on the back. So there we are, elf mates. So I may have to keep an eye out for the elf and pieces, and so it can do its little antics. And when she comes to visit through December, we can have Avengers with elf on the shelf. So that's that. So on my list, I must get a second one. Now, I'm going to do food. There is things missing in this category, and I have looked down, and sometimes at the cashiers they do actually have reduced items, whether they're coming out of date or the season's coming to an end. And I did have a 5-pack of Cadbury caramel cake bars, and they were reduced down to 50p. They had a couple of weeks on them, and I haven't got them there because the guys have eaten them. And the other thing that I was surprised about was it was a 230g Swizzles Fright Mix. I picked it up because we didn't have a lot of sweets, but we have been invited to a Halloween party tomorrow, and not sure if we're going. I'm taking our granddaughter, but my whole family's been invited. But I've got one son at work. My other son and my daughter-in-law are having some alone time because it is their first wedding anniversary, so it might be me, hubby and a granddaughter going just to pop in. It depends on how I feel. As I said, we'll see how it goes. But this bag was actually reduced down to 50p. I didn't know, and I didn't notice on the cashier, else I might have picked up another one. So I'll start with that, and I do apologise for the rustle. I'm trying to do this as quiet as possible. So there we are, there's the bag. So this was actually reduced down to 50p. If I'd known that, I probably would have picked up a couple more. But what I like is it says the use date is the 31st of the 1st, 2021. Sorry about that. You can see that? Again, there were just a few. If I'd known, I could have picked smaller of these up and kept them up for next Halloween, but I didn't. I didn't realise they were 50p. Else I probably would have. He only had a few on the cashier sort of side, and he said, did I want anything? Normally I say no, because by that time I've picked up what I need sweet-wise or cake-wise. But I thought for January 2021, that is a decent date. So I don't know, maybe I can encourage one of the guys to take me back to Poundland and see if I can pick some more up. So those, my idea is I'm going to take those because I don't want to go out empty-handed, because there's going to be a number of kids. So I might take those with us if we go. If not, I'll keep them up for next year if they last that long. But say sometimes I do have a box for different seasons in my gift stash, so I can put these things in. Sorry about that, I just had to pause a moment. Right, something else that gets stuck. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but sometimes that I do the haul straight away, or try to do, so things don't get eaten or disappear out the bag. This is not one of those occasions. It's been most of the day before I got round to doing the haul, but hubby likes these dime bars. Now we tried them on the lemon ones, not keen. I didn't think he would, but I thought I'd try them. He still likes the original, but he has tried the orange flavoured ones, which we had before, and he still likes the original, and also likes the dime bar cake, especially when we go to IKEA. And I know for a fact that I managed to get it from Iceland. I'm not sure if they still do it. But anyway, that's the dime bars. A pack of 3. But again, he just likes the original. But he said he would still eat these. that's that item. I've got 3 Christmas items here, and one of them, I just thought this is lovely. This is Disney Frozen 2 Christmas selection box, and I think, and it says nut safe. Not that we've had any problems with allergies, and I just think that it's a sweet item. Just got a few little chocolate bits. Can either leave them in the box or take them out. I will see what goes in her stocking. As I said, I'm trying to make sure that everybody has pieces in their stockings that they are going to enjoy. This is something I'm not sure if they've had previously. Again, I must apologise. And there we've got Fox's Elfie Selfies. So it's 6 bags of mini half-coated chocolate biscuits. And it says something about share your festive Elfie selfies. I think it's on their website. So there's 6 bags in there. And I just thought these are definitely keeping up for next month. Might even put a couple in her stocking, and then maybe 1 or 2 in a Christmas Eve box. So that's those. Packaging on the bed. Now, so sometimes I do look, sorry for the rest of the look, I do look at the dates, but this does say May 2020, because sometimes they have longer dates, like I said, on those sweets. But I'm sure they're going to have nice, I am one for nice packaging, so I'm sure they're going to be nice packaging. I'm hoping it's going to have these on, but I haven't opened it yet, and I don't want to. So that's those. I'm just trying to move things over so I know what I've shared. And I'm sure I got something like this last year. Now, I didn't get round to my Grinch tea party that I wanted to do last year, and that was due to the fact I wasn't too bad until New Year, and then I had it for about 2 months. I couldn't get rid of the cough, chest infection, everything. But I kept trying to arrange this Grinch tea party. It didn't happen, and hopefully it may happen this year. But I know they've got a lot of Grinch range again, and I'm sure I had these over Christmas. Not a Grinch tea party, it's the Pop and Candy. And look at the packaging on that. I even got the adults, and there were some adults, like my mother-in-law, who was just turning 80 at the time, and we sat them at the table and made them have these, and it was a good laugh, you know, because they've never had anything. And sometimes I sort of encourage and say, oh, do you want to try things? I know one of the things I did try not so long back, I don't know if that was Christmas time, was those, what do you call them, spaceships, with sherbet in. I didn't actually eat it in the end. I think it's the coating, that like papery taste. I don't know if anybody else likes them. Are they called spaceships or something? You know, like a retro sweet. But yeah, so I thought that might be something fun. 1, if I have a Grinch tea party, hopefully this year, or 2, just as a fun item for adults after a meal. So that concludes. They had an awful lot of lovely Christmas bits. I've said this before, even if I show you some wrapping up really early, once something's wrapped up, it's not touched. So, right, the last little category I think is I've got a couple of little Christmas pieces, and these are really sweet. These are actually tree decorations, again, Elfmates, so it goes with the book, and it's these. And they're really thick cardboard. I think they're so sweet. Now, may hang some of these on our tray, or I'm hoping, I didn't notice it. Again, I'll go back to see if they've got any. I'd like some elf wrapping paper, especially if they've got the wrapping paper. They had banners. Again, I couldn't do any filming in this particular store that had these items because they don't normally allow it. But I quite like these. Maybe parcels, you know, Christmas, especially if I can get the wrapping paper to match. Say, I will have to put that on my list to have a look and see if they've got that. So I do like to decorate parcels, and that's why I take my time over wrapping. I'm not one of these people that tend to do it all in one go. I tend to spread it over an amount of days or weeks when the stuff starts coming in as gifts. Now this item I'm so pleased about, but there was only one. Is this red control, like a retro type plastic. I love these, and again I like to add, you know, special or single decorations. I have got my caravan one, as I showed you, but this is to represent gaming in our family, and I think that's just a lovely item. I will look out for more of these. Wasn't going to put the gaming tree up. I've got a black tree that goes in the games room because it's all black furniture in there, and I always said I couldn't get reasonable gaming decorations. Now if I could find a lot more of these, I may put the tree up. I don't know, depends if we have visitors staying. I was going to cut down on my Christmas decorations this year. I've just pulled the little top off so that just slips back on like that. We are. I think that is so cute. A controller, and I'm going to look out for some more because I could see that on my son's parcels, both my sons, because they are gaming, especially if they have a gaming a game, you know, for Christmas. As I said, I do cut down at Christmas, but I still like to treat them, or I couldn't even put it on the Christmas stocking. So I do like that. Now this is the next item. I'm not sure if they had last Christmas or not, I can't remember, but I just love them. I don't know if you can possibly have a candle. I'm not sure. I bought two of these, and I think I'm going to go back and see if I can get another one. I got two of these. I'm not sure if you can put candle or maybe battery light. I don't know whether it will show up light or not. I'm not sure. Possibly not. But I bought two of these, and I think they're gorgeous. I think you're supposed to have them in odd numbers, so maybe I should have picked up a third one. I could see those as something different on my dining room table with some greenery, but as I said, I think it's better as an odd number, so I need to get a third one. That's something else on the list. I'm going to have to end up going back to Poundland. My head would be buzzing, and I'm thinking, I need this, I need that, before they sell, because I think this is an item that's going to go quick. Thing is, I really wish, although probably you would always go for the bigger size because it's better value, it's a shame they don't do it in another size, you know, so I could have a small one or something in between, but there you are. But I think they are gorgeous. Look at those, and I think these look more expensive than obviously £1, so that's something else on my list. So I do apologise if I've nattered a little bit longer through this video. I know my last, I think on Thursday, you know, a lot of little mini videos were going up. They were delayed. Said I am posting every day, but sometimes it's usually a day late. But I know I had 3 little mini videos going up all at once, and a Halloween night, which we had. Although feeling rough, we had a brilliant Halloween day and evening, and so didn't do the baking, which is one thing I wanted to do, but I enjoyed it anyway. So I'm going to stop here because I think I'm about to lose my voice. So hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.